Have to be careful about overextension.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's something Braille should be well aware of. There is a haste rune spawning. Well, has spawned at that top rune, so that's something that if Braille can get his hands on it, could be potentially leading to a kill, but he's still a bit of a ways away from his level 6, and it will be OD actually snagging it.
I'm surprised that they didn't do more rune control coming out here from both sides. But like you said, you know, Witch Doctor can't exactly leave Moo in that bottom lane, and the top lane, you know, they're just trying to put out some damage and secure farm.
Yeah, with the 2-1-2 setup, if either support leaves the lane, suddenly it's a 2v1, and there is a bit of an edge going one way, but Bounty Rune's coming out. Leave Moo going in offensively to get the Bounty Rune in.
Yeah, Puppy is in for some trouble. I do have the Aphotic Shield. We'll go and pop. Is he going to go for this dive here? No, he gets the denial off. Pretty standard stuff for Puppy.
Yeah, it was almost a kill as he popped the Rage to stop the Mist Coil from coming out, but luckily he had mana for a shield, and I thought Moo's last right click might actually get the kill, but it was just barely not enough damage.
Very nicely done from Puppy.
Yep. So the status quo kind of continues here. Bounty Runes get traded, CS gets traded in all these lanes. There isn't really any...
Coconut thrown out by March. They've got the Maledict down. Shards are going to keep Bryle away from mid one. He's not going to be able to do enough damage.
Yeah, he'll take a bit more Maledict damage in Fathom, but not that close to really dying. Good rotation from j.storm.
Oh, Zai.
Wow, gets
lucky
the
shot.
silence.
There it is. First blood forever. Taking down Zai.
I think that Javelin was fairly freshly purchased. He had 100 gold on top of it, so he must have just got it to lane. It's a big boost in his damage. That level 3 swashbuckle with Javelin, really powerful laning tool. If you can spam that off cooldown, every time you're going to get some Javelin procs, and you're going to do a third of someone like PA or Puck's health. And if you get the silence, well, that's where you find that kill. And immediately secret swap lanes.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that. They just went and sent the Phantom Assassin Abaddon top, so...
Yep. I must just feel like having the sustain from the Abaddon up top is going to help them out a lot, and Puck can play a bit more aggressive, rotate around the map off from the offlane, and also, you know, you're not really afraid or worrying about laning against a lifestealer in this situation. But
yeah, we also see that March making the rotation top, so it looks like they want to put some pressure down the tower, figuring that, you know, it's just going to be a little bit of back and forth between Moo and Zai and this bottom lane.
This is one of the strengths of Lifestealer as a hero, and why it has been first pick material for some time, even after getting nerfed, is that once you have that good start and get your phase boots wand up, your supports can leave you. You're self-sustainable. You're not one of these hard carries like Spectre, where if you get left alone in a tough matchup, you know you're not going to farm. Lifestealer, you've got Feast, you've got the Infest. If you want to hop into the jungle to grab a neutral creep, you've just got this ability to lane by yourself.
I still feel like it's going to be very difficult for them to find any sort of a kill over on Tanisha, but perhaps they can just keep harassing and make it very uncomfortable. Whereas, you know, on the bottom lane, Moo feeling very secure. Like you said, he's got a couple different escapes if Zai tries to go after him, and yeah, just getting a better setup where he's also going to get levels too.
Yeah, Zai doing his best to harass as much as possible. Knows with this regen rune, he can kind of just spam all his spells out. We'll probably see him use them off cooldown. Actually was skilling up Waning Rift, so prioritizing the silence over the orb damage, which is a slower farming build on a Puck, but it does give you a bit more kill potential, particularly when you've got like some kind of a setup from someone like a Tusk.
A little bit more control as well. Okay, they're going to use the Rolling Thunder. The Snowball connects over with the shards, but now, oh, Tusk, you have just maybe sealed your own fate here, Yap, so be very, very careful as they just runs out over after Puppy. Dream Coil's going to get used. Nisha making this rotation, trying to get this kill. They've got the Waning Rift as Zai makes his way top. They'll find the kill on Forev, and March has to run himself out.
The Rolling Thunder in the shards, it kind of looked like it could work against the Tusk, but in the end it made it kind of awkward for Pengo to actually hit him. He only managed to kind of hit him once and then was bouncing around inside of it without hitting anyone. So Secret using this sustain, the Abaddon having the heals, the shields, make it so that no one in this safe lane is really killable, because Puppy's there to heal whoever you go on, and then Tusk is there to counterplay you. Secret, though, getting just one kill with a Puck rotation. And that's where I actually think that's still a win for j.storm. You lose your Pengo, but Moo has a free farm, uncontested lane going down bottom, and you lose one hero to a Puck rotation. At worst, I'd say it's about even, but if anything, I favor j.storm's position right now.
Runes coming up. We'll be able to dodge the cask.
Yeah, it decides to get out of there, and good job by j.storm to contest the runes before they spawn to bully them away, and they'll get 3 runes as a result.
Might be able to find themselves a kill too. Rolling Thunder coming out. Aphotic Shield buys him a little bit more time. So does the Snowball. Will bounce off Anisha. Goes down bottom here, and they'll follow up with the Puck and the Raining Rift. They'll find the kill on Fear. And now it looks like March is also gonna get taken out.
Yeah, they're playing a bit too aggressive, but they do secure 3 runes. And similar to last time, they're farming these other lanes. That was a 5-man rotation, unlike the last one, which was just Puck for a 4-man. So Bryle free farming in mid, Lifestealer free farming down bottom. You can see on the gold difference, it's still about a 1k gold lead for j.storm, but
yeah, Bryle, the setup, they've got the Dream Coil, and there's no saving Bryle, and Fear needing to be careful as well. Cast gets thrown out by March, just warning them off.
It's worth, losing a support for a bounty rune up top while your cores farm, assuming those cores don't get caught like that. So getting a kill onto TA or a lifesteal is how Secret pull ahead. And that's
Forever. Oh, that was a big old crit. Is he going to be able to run himself away? No, Nisha hunts him down.
Nisha's damage at this point. He is very strong with this phase boots, double Wraith Band. Even just level 6 on PA, getting a crit or 2 is all he needs to suddenly pose a threat to bring down Forev. And Forev has to be careful. That's now his 2nd death in this top lane. And j.storm, while they're farming very well and efficiently, and we're ahead because of that, despite being down 3 kills to 1, it's now 5 kills to 1 with back-to-back kills on their offlaner and a kill on their mid-TA. So that does give Secret a bit more momentum to play around with.
And it still feels fairly, I don't want to say complacent, but, just, I guess part of it is because Moo's just constantly, he's got all this room where he can farm. He's got his Midas online now. Zai also working on that Blink Dagger, and there's going to be a jump onto Moo here, bottom lane. He's going to go use the open wounds. Needs to be careful. They'll use the Dream Coil. He needs some help. There's going to be the TP rotation coming out from Fear. He's going to be able to go steal himself up that tag team, which is pretty nice, but
I think Moo, without the Infest, I guess Puck knew Infest was on cooldown, so he thought they could go for a kill, but they weren't particularly close as j.storm rotate one support to make sure it goes okay.
Oh, Puppy in for some trouble.
No silence.
Try to get the denial, not going to be able to find it.
Yep. Bryle rotating in to make sure that fight goes okay, and j.storm now get their 2nd kill of the game and continue to just secure Moo a free game with all the action in these other lanes.
Oh, Fear. Not even safe in your own jungle. Shards don't connect, though, and neither does that Snowball right there. So Fear slowly but surely trying to run out. Zai, I'm sure he really wants this. Does have the Illusory Orb. He's going to try to get a steal, but we'll find that kill.
Let's try by Fear to get the Orb still and then try Orb away, I imagine, with a Telekinesis, but fortunately for him, this Puck a little bit too scary at this stage of the game.
Bryle, do you know that there's a bear in the trees?
Yeah. What's the plan here?
Zai still has that double damage on him.
Yeah, Bryle maybe in some trouble.
He's gonna get dove here, I have a feeling. Yep, Snowball comes out, silence, and the Walrus Punch. And mid one will be able to get that final hit.
He just melted. Didn't even get a chance to use Refraction. Bit slow to react. He could have definitely used the Refraction before Snowball hit, but maybe he wanted to save it for the last possible second of the gank so that he could try and escape with it, but unfortunately for him, there was a silence to follow up the stun. But they continue, to free farm this Lifestealer, but the worry is that Secret is completely controlling these other lanes now, getting repeated kills on TA, on Pengo, taking towers now. Lifestealer is a scary carry, but you don't want him to, be your single core as this game goes on, particularly with a hero like TA. TA needs farm and to be playing from ahead typically. You don't really feel good about the game when you're playing catch-up as a TA.
And we've talked about how, with Moo farming quite well in this bottom lane, we need the other heroes to kind of do more tempo control, right? Oh boy, bottom lane, Moo in for some trouble. We'll get hit by Snowball Shards, Lightning Rift, everything.
Yeah, I just way too aggressive. I think you can do that if there's nothing to cancel your Rage TP. You can play this, okay, I'm going to farm under the enemy tower when they can rotate everyone in. But he sees the gank coming and he's like, I can't Rage TP away. So he has to save his Rage as a result. And then in the process of saving the Rage, he just gets silenced by the Puck, so he doesn't even end up getting it off. It's very easy to play some of these carries like Lifestealer and Jug when you can split push and get away using your spin TP, Rage TP, but you have to approach the game very differently when there is that BKB immunity piercing cancel like the Walrus Punch.
Well, we almost almost wondered during the draft, I know the couch was asking, did they kind of bait j.storm into picking up the lifestealer because they picked up the OD here first? And oh, put a pause on that 1 second. Abaddon is going to be tanking a lot of this damage, and they're just going to wait patiently over the side of j.storm. Should be able to find this kill. Abaddon will go down. March is going to get taken out by Nisha as he tries to run out. Doesn't have much mana. They use the Rolling Thunder, but more TPs are coming out. Abaddon actually buying back. Wants to see if he can find some revenge, but it's not going to be there.
We get a tower deny out of this, so that in itself is a decent chunk of gold being denied from j.storm, which, you know, this first tier 1 tower or 2 that a team takes, if it gets denied, that's a lot of crucial early game gold being denied from them. So that in itself is maybe worth a buyback, because if Abaddon doesn't buy back, I imagine j.storm try and force that fight. They can threaten to kill the PA in that situation if there's no Abaddon there, since PA had used the Blink Strike offensively to go in. But Moo, he rocks up to the top lane, and Puppey does not have ultimate still.
No, he just used that final fight, and that's a die back. Now Nisha in for some trouble. Moo's chasing after this PA. They've got the Malik, just gonna go. Blink over to Zai here in the trees, just TP out. Zai has that Blink Dagger. Shouldn't get caught here. Believe he'll be able to just walk away.
That is such a good position from Zai to be in, because otherwise that's just a straight up kill, I want to say. I guess Rubik had used telekinesis already, but even so, they would have been able to likely just chase him down, do enough damage with the Maledict on him. So really heads up play from Zai, hiding in those trees, giving a Blink Strike target for the PA to escape to. It is back-to-back deaths on Puppey, not the biggest deal. He's just the 5th position Abaddon, and his farm at this point not too important. The downtime is the most annoying part about it.
Yeah, they have the Waning Rift that Fear just stole, so I'm not sure if she's going to be able to get out this time, although with mid 1 making the rotation, that Astral is going to be able to keep her alive a little bit longer. Zion is in trouble. They're going to turn around. He's going to be able to go and hide himself away. Use that Dream Coil, and it looks like maybe Zion... How they do have this Infest Ball right now over in the Pango. March gonna get punted down, and the Infest comes out as they chase after Puppey. They know he could be an easier target, but over on the back lines here, Nisha, he's got his, as they drop the Sanity's Eclipse. March Brile taken down, and then Forev, this is gonna be long for this world, I have a feeling. Walrus Punch cleans him up, and they're gonna try to take down mid 1, but it's a triple kill for Nisha.
Oh, you can see how low the entire Secret team is. j.storm were just so hungry to finish off some of those kills, and unfortunately for them, these Secret heroes are just a little bit too elusive. You've got the Puck, who's always hard to kill. He gets the phase shift off with just a sliver of health after a lucky shot silence, and that silence kind of baits them in. You'll see here that early silence coming out onto the Puck with a lucky shot. They think they have the kill, but it's just not the case. And the other save is the Astral. There's just so many defensive tools. The Puck with his own kit, the Astral as well. That silence there, if he hits him with that Rolling Thunder, j.storm win this fight. And it was just maybe 0.1 seconds away from the Rolling Thunder landing, and instead it's Secret who come out on top with a 4-for-0 exchange. Puppey also rocking up to offer a lot of heals, a lot of sustain with the shields as well.
And I believe they also popped the mech during that fight too. So it feels lately like what ends up working the best for these teams comes down to, you know, what kind of sustain do you have? Do you have a heal? Do you have, you know, tankier heroes?
Yeah. It was so close. That fight could have been a 4-for-0 the other way almost. Fango looking for another silence, just right-clicking away.
And I think,
yeah, Zai knows if he gets hit by a silence, he's dead there, so he plays it safe.
Got their own mech picked up, though, on the Pango now, so...
Yeah. But this Puck pick against Pango, yeah, the silence kind of... The counter can go both ways if you hit Puck with a silence, but the Dream Coil against the Rolling Thunder, a great way of locking Pango in place.
Hi, Nisha.
Yeah, he's got a Battle Fury already. He is farmed.
For sure. For sure. Yeah, you know, I thought it was looking really good in that last fight, too, because Fear was able to steal the Waning Rift off of the Puck, so Nisha not going to be able to do that cheeky, you know, jump away. But, again, didn't matter. Did not matter.
Oh. With the OD's defensive tools, the Abaddon, the Tusk Snowball save, 3 of these heroes have a save on Secret's side. And then you've got Puck, who can just save himself. PA also has a Blink Strike, so very hard to secure these kills. And fortunately for j.storm, when you have going this Radiance lifesteal, you're generally looking for a longer, more drawn-out fight, and that's something that Secret are very well equipped for with their heroes. They've got the sustain from Mech, from Abaddon. They're going to be able to kite around that rage of lifesteal and wait for it to wear out, and then re-engage.
And they're going to have the Greaves completed soon on the OD, which is going to make these fights even more difficult, especially because of that aura that pops off there.
Yep. It looks like he's going BKB. Had the Deso earlier queued up. But he can Roshan fairly early too if Secret win a fight.
does feel like they really baited out this life stealer because they have a lot of solutions on how to deal with him and also just the draft that's coming out now.
I think it's, the important thing is, having a way to kite around the rage more than anything, and then also threaten to kill him, which they've got with the puck silence, the PA burst damage. And the first pick OD, first overall pick of the entire draft. You know, it shows a lot of confidence in what mid one can do with this hero. He can play it as the scaling carry, but he can also play it more as this utility OD, where he goes for what we're seeing at a lot of the mids, this Guardian Greaves build. We see SFs go it, and here we are seeing an OD get it as well.
They're gonna go jump in that Roche pit and hopefully get themselves a nice early Aegis. Doesn't look like anyone on the side of j.storm is particularly worried about this or wants to contest it at this time, so...
They're not ready to fight. Mu is very
Radiance.
close to Radiance, and
Ooh, uh-oh. Alright. Fear could be in for some trouble now. Yeah, for sure. Mid one just running down. They'll get the Witch Doctor ultimate off, trying to do a decent amount of damage here, but they need just a little bit more, and they need that lockdown in place, so Fear will fall.
Yep. This 5k gold lead at the top is, at this stage, before Radiance comes online, more like a 10k gold lead, because there's basically 5k in Lifestealer that he's not spending, doesn't have an item, so until he has Radiance, this gold lead is even bigger than it looks.
Nisha is just so terrifying right now. How can you possibly take down this Phantom Assassin? She's got that.
Yep.
Aegis online, 9-0 and 2 gods. This is a very, very scary PA at this time.
2 lives, an Abaddon with aphotic shields to put on him, miscoils,
snowballs,
and we're going to see a BKB. So with the magic immunity, PA can just jump in, go on the supports, instantly kill them, and there's nothing those supports can do about it. The j.storm don't have those saves unless Rubik gets a spell steal on something like an Astro.
Do have the Radiance online though for the Lifestealer, so there's a little glimmer of hope. Then Brile, of course, having the Blink Dagger and the Dessa. I just feel like this TA hasn't done what we were hoping to see, right? You really want this hero to be able to pump out a lot of damage early, get the jump on people and start to snowball, and that just hasn't been the case for Brile.
The way j.storm were playing the first maybe 10-15 minutes of the game was really solid, though. Keeping it even, they were giving up a few kills to trade for farm, but then a few kills turned into a whole lot more, and that's where things really fell apart.
All right, well, Puppy looks like he's going to tank this gank right now.
Yeah, I don't know if they want to commit to Puppy.
They have Zai on the bottom. They'll go. They'll pop the ultimate and the trap over here. Shards come through. Zai jumps in with a nice wave and the Dream Coil. And it looks like Yap's going to run himself in and just punch this Moon with one. Now in for some trouble after getting that kill. There's a lot of damage pumped out here from this Witch Doctor. Can they find it? Oh, Brile is waiting patiently over here, hoping that he can get this last hit. The Shards come through, trying to save him. Not going to be quite enough. But Zai finding the kill on Forev as he splits that fight. Now Brile, that refraction not going to last long enough. Good bounces, though, coming out from the coconut, but the Coil finding the final blow on Brile.
They will just blow up the Lifestealer to start that fight, and that makes it so hard for j.storm. They were waiting for this Radiance timing, and then that key hero, their strongest hero on their side, gets deleted before the fight even begins. He doesn't do any real damage that fight. It's the Witch Doctor, the Pengo, the TA who clean up the one kill they get in the end, but a Puck Blink Silence followed up by a tough snowball in, and OD, they know if he gets rage off, that fight can turn around.
Well, Yap's feeling real confidence. He just walks right into this base, finds a kill on Fury. He's in for some trouble, but he should be able to just TP out.
Some balls of steel on Yapsor as he just goes diving in, and
some big old snowballs.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Mu comes back. He's going to have to go into some kind of item, I feel like, to get rid of this Puck Silence. Like maybe we'll see a Manta style after the medallion he's got queued up, but his, you don't really want to go into farm mode right now because Secret's just going to be out farming you. They've got Puck to push out waves, OD, PA. They've got 3 scaling cores effectively. TA, yeah, it is a scaling core. Like it's not just all on the Lifestealer, but TA playing from behind is not a hero that's going to go amazingly well into the late game.
There's a double damage rune top.
Double damage.
You see mid one find it. Nisha just walks on over, takes it. They're just going to keep running at j.storm right now. There is no time to catch up. Fear is just going to get obliterated.
Okay.
Yep. Few hits. March not looking so healthy now. Zai uses that Dream Coil. Dagger comes out from Nisha. They'll split up nicely. And Walrus Punch comes out. Nisha finding the final hit again. So that's going to translate easily into a tower push and into the high ground most likely.
Yeah, this PA can just right-click tier 3s. you've got plenty of backup, and
Just still got the Aegis too.
if you go near, you're going to get Stifling Daggered and jumped on. So this may just be a free, uncontested lane of Rax. TA is still in the top lane. Lifesteal is farming the enemy jungle. And j.storm showing no signs of defense. And it's not because they don't have TPs or don't want to defend. It's just because they can't defend. Secret is too strong right now with this mid-game Aegis timing.
The double damage on top of that did not help the side of j.storm, but they'll back off after tower and that Rax.
Ryle gets found by a Yule Scepter, but Puck ignores him, I believe, going for the bounty runes.
Mid one. Just makes the rotation, uses up that Midas. A little bit of a fight over in the mid lane, but they might have gotten baited here. Walrus Punch to open up all with the Rolling Thunder. Nisha's got that BKB. He's only got eyes for Moo right now. Decent amount of damage coming out as they get that steal, but they'll find the kill over onto Yapster. Now Moo forced to run back. The heal and the sustain coming out from a bat, doing so much. Stream Coil's going to get used though over onto Forev. Dagger's still being thrown out on Moo. They only want to take him down. They're paying attention to him. And eventually, looks like Nisha says, all right, fine. I didn't want to murder you right now anyways, as the Aegis does get reclaimed.
It's just ignoring this Witch Doctor. Full channel Death Ward doing next to no damage to the PA. PA could have just blink striked on the Witch Doctor, deleted him, but he really wants that kill on Moo. Unfortunately, with the Radiance mischance and this newly picked up Medallion of Courage, there's a decent amount of armor. Lifestealer has bonus armor from Phase Boots, Medallion, so he is fairly tanky against the physical damage, and Nisha going for Battle Fury BKB rather than Battle Fury Deso means there's just a little bit less single target burst damage to actually deal with him, but in the end, you know, no casualties for Secret, even though they really were gunning for that Lifestealer while ignoring some of the supports. It would have almost won them the game if they kill Moo there, but good news for j.storm is they are still in this one, but they need to be active on the map. The second they get this BKB on TA, they need to find themselves a good team fight.
Absolutely. It seems like they're trying to be very defensive right now. If they find anything that falls into their lap, any sort of a pick-off, I'm sure they'll be happy for it. But it's tough. They need this TA to really start dishing out a lot of damage. And of course, they need to keep Moo alive and have Moo put out the damage as well. But Nisha, very, very strong. Doesn't have, you know, the Dessa like you said, but the BKB is proving to be an issue because she's got crits. She's got crits, she's got Zai setting up. So, oh, the Dessa's finished. Okay.
Yeah, Nisha's incredibly farmed.
Haste gets pop on the Puck. They just need that lockdown. They had the the sucker punch in this case. Nice.
Yeah, they punish him with the ward vision there. Having a ward on that cliff allows them to get the kill. Secret will be well aware of it. Nice little kill. That's how you get back in this game. j.storm pick apart anyone on Secret who is alone split pushing. The 5v5 team fights are very difficult against heroes that have all these saves and are just out farming you. The PA BKB is something you just kind of don't want to fight into. So that's a good little pick, but game is still very hard, just not entirely out of grasp yet.
So is the name of the game just to continuously hope that you can find these small pickoffs right now for the side of j.storm? Is that how they get themselves back in? Because they do have the BKB pickup now over on Bryle, but I don't think you want to go running face first into Nisha here, although, okay, double damage gets picked up on Bryle.
Nisha can't really be your primary target in a team fight. If you're, you know, smoke ganking and find him alone, sure, you can go on him, but you're looking to catch Secret by surprise, kill some of these key backliners, heroes like the Puck, the Tuss, the OD, and deal with the PA last. I think you just have to accept a PA with BKB Deso is, if you're in a team fight, is going to kill some supports, or if she goes on the Lifestealer, you just have to try to keep Lifestealer alive. And then once that PA BKB wears off, you can fight her. But during the BKB, go for the other key targets.
Initiation starting out over on Bryle. Do we go and throw out that illusory orb?
PA doesn't want to commit on a Witch Doctor. Could have gone in with the dagger, but I think PA knows, like, you know, if you blink in to kill a Witch Doctor with your BKB, that's how you lose a fight. Yeah, you kill Witch Doctor, but then what happens afterwards? Witch Doctor is not the key hero to worry about.
They actually back off from doing the Infest Bomb completely now.
I think they realize Secret are kind of grouped up playing as 5. No need to contest a 5-man Secret lineup, particularly when there's no Roshan to worry about. At least not right at this second. It will be respawning in a couple of minutes, which is something that, for j.storm, they know the exact respawn of.
Forev, he starts to wind up. He's not going to be able to do it. They're just going to be able to take him out even before the fight begins. Do have Bryle in the top lane doing a bit of split pushing, though. So it will force Zai back.
Yeah, they Interesting. They found vision using that mid lane observer ward of theirs. A bit of an unconventional ward, and I think Fora thought he was safe there because they did have a sentry on that cliff next to where he was farming, but different ward spots him out, and Secret happy to just take that pick. They're playing for the next Roshan, I imagine.
Oh, Bryle thought he found a puck, but instead he found a Nisha, or rather Nisha found him. So the BKB gets popped from Bryle, but needs to try to run himself out. Trying to just use a Melt Strike. They'll drop the Dream Coil, and just like that, Bryle's out of here.
Yeah, it didn't go for a BKB TP.
A little surprised about that. Do you think there was just too much damage, maybe? That's why I was wondering, or maybe to create space for Moo to take that middle tower?
He may have thought the Tusk was nearby and had the Walrus Punch. But yeah, he just kind of BKB'd and didn't. It's a puck. Puck can always play around you. The one thing he maybe could have tried to go for was hitting a side blades off of the PA onto the puck to get that kill, but that was very unlikely, and Zai was positioning himself around it. So should have gone for a BKB TP, because even if Tusk is there and cancels it, well, you die, but you tried to survive. What he went for there was just not going to lead to him escaping, but hard to kind of judge some of those situations. And unfortunately for him, Secret, one of those teams that will punch every little mistake, and they kill the TA. They're now focusing on Shrines. Roshan respawning soon, and the trap in the Roshan pit's been dewarded, so j.storm no longer have that vision over the Rosh respawn, but they have to imagine it's coming up soon. It was almost a max respawn.
You have to be a little bit more worried now, because mid one picked himself up a BKB, I believe, that's on the way.
Everyone on Secret's very tanky, and one of the issues with j.storm's lineup is it is primarily physical damage. So OD having this early Shivers plus Greaves, very tanky. Even Abaddon had double chainmail. Like, this is... Puppy has the weirdest item builds. He's obsessed with these armor items. He used to go casual bucklers and all these heroes. He's one of those players that just has done the math, or just has some like sixth sense for Dota, where it's like, armor is gonna... Having this one chainmail is gonna keep me alive in a fight, and then I'll turn around and win a fight. And, you know, he's willing to invest gold in items that don't turn into anything.
Well, there was a Zai there. That's a pretty good pick off for the side of j.storm. That's their main initiator.
He got bursted quickly.
Yeah, that was some thirst on that buck. And they see that they're over here by the Rosh pit. Have their eyes on Puppy now. Uses that shield. They'll drop a couple traps. Rolling Thunder coming out from Forev.
Puck has no buyback, so if they can get Roach for themselves.
Oh, there's the BKB though from mid one, and he just takes out March. No problem with some help from Nisha. Both of these BKBs doing a lot of work. Moo, he can't get away fast enough. He's gonna get taken out as the snowball keeps going. They want to grab Bryle possibly, but should be able to get himself away. Buybacks coming out from Moo and March as they go right back into the fight. Cax gets throws out by March. He's definitely dead for this. There's no way he survives. That's a triple kill coming out as they find the kill on Fear and March. And they're still not done. Bryle standing up here and ties his eyes over onto Forev, and they've got the vision. He's gonna go up onto the cliff this time on purpose, but it doesn't matter. Nisha says, I will go right on up there, Moo. Now he has to be careful because he did buy back. He's trying to fight mid one. He's not gonna be able to. He's gonna get taken.
Is there a rampage?
Down. Oh no.
Yapsor. Come on.
Yapsor.
I thought you just click the PA and it's suddenly like there's a Satanic. He just got Deso and suddenly it's Satanic. Yapsor on Tusk has an Assault Cuirass. I mean, armor is the name of the game. AC on a Tusk, double chainmail on